Footbags. That's right. Yo. Depth. Let's get lurky. Yeah, there we go. I don't even know what I'm doing half the time. It's true.
What made you forget that I was
Footbags. Bags. That's me. In the place to be, which right about now is here. In these depths. Hello. Hi. People of the world. My name is Footbags. This is Footbags live from the depths. Down here in these depths. We're gonna make some sounds. We're not gonna make a lot of them. We're gonna take some sounds from different places and put them all together where they weren't together before. Take sounds that weren't together before and put them together. Several of them layered on top of each other in rhythmic fashion. That's what we're gonna do, more or less. And if we don't have a dog bark sound, which we do, then it'd be all over. So luckily, we can proceed. Yeah. This is Footbags live from the depths. You're on the Cold Rhymes Twitch right about now. It's 8 p.m. on a Sunday evening. And that's why we are live and direct doing this thing that we do, which is get live in these depths. Let's see what we did last week. Last week on Footbags live from the depths, we did this. Unload all these tracks as stems. This machine does this every once in a while. I still haven't figured out why. It's gotta be because whichever loop you start with on this looper sets both the global tempo and the loop length. Subsequent loops can then be made multiples longer of that original loop, or have them in complete free time if you're really gonna free jazz it. And there's gotta be something with having it a different length and having it maybe start at a different point. Now that I've saved it and come back to it, it doesn't play the way it's supposed to play. At least on here. But like I was saying, right term. We can offload these stems and rearrange them to our heart's content in a DAW. But I like how this one turned out. And that sample, this track, that's from P.T. Burnham's Imaginary album number 0. Sped up, double speed. Just that little, it's just a little chunk from one of the tracks. And that's how it went down. That was the second thing we did last week on Footbags Live from the Depths. Here's the first thing we did last week. I've spent enough time recording myself and flipping my voice backwards. I know at least one point in this backwards track. If not, yeah, it's the whole thing. I from experience, I know that anytime you hear scab doof, that's Footbags backwards. Scab doof. Let's dare to compare. Oh, it says blaze, and in the background it also says roof full of bees. I didn't pick up on those ones. But I got all the Footbags. And these noises were in there too, in the mix. We had the robots working for us, as we should. Robots. I mean, robots are great. They don't mind doing the work. And that's how it went down last week on Footbags Live from the Depths. Oh, is my video chopping again? Was that just one? Did that just only happen when I turned around and saw it? These dang computers. Dang computers. Not doing what I want them to do. Anyways, everything seems to be okay. I hope everybody out there is just friggin' great. I hope you're just friggin' great. Just friggin' great. 'Cause that'd be good. We're on a blank canvas now on the looper. We can proceed to begin bringing in these new sounds for this week. See what we do with them. See where they end up. See where we go. See what happens. Sample around and find out. Is that what the kids say? Steal noises and make loops. Is that what the kids say these days? Those kids. They be saying stuff. Let's find some drums. I'm just scrolling through little folders. I thought I'd put some new stuff on here, and I'm trying to find it now. I got so many different folders on here now. I got to scroll through them one at a time with a little wheel, or with a little rotating selector. I got to get some of them off here that I don't use. Pare it down, make it quicker to find these beats. Found some beats. This is a Beat Butcher folder. This is a tricky one. The whole like track or whatever on here is just stop. Just this drum loop. So I got this is like the Price is Right. I got to bet as close to the end of the file without going over, or else I got to do it again. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, I'm going to press this here. Whew. That's better. It was much too early before. And I'm speeding it up a little bit today. Usually my default is to slow it down a little bit, if not to slow it down a whole hell of a lot. Today, we're gonna speed this one up. It was a little, a nice slow tempo to begin with. Do something different. Do something different. Different it up, change it up. Don't just do the same thing all the time. Unless, you're really trying to perfect one thing, then by all means, do that thing. We're experimenting. We're just making some jazz. Man. We're free jazzing here. We're trying stuff out. Nothing is rehearsed. We find these noises, we mash them together. If they work, they work. If they don't, we find something else. We move on. Or we try and cram a round peg in a star-shaped hole and, it gets a little bit ruined. No problem. At least you tried. Not that one. Holy crap. Let's beef. Since we sped these drums up, the low end, it's not what it was. So let's try and beef it up a little bit. And, a little bit of nasty dirt. Never hurt nobody. I botched it. That is botched. Let's try it again. It's not where I wanted the delay. That sounded better. Let's see what really happened. Close enough for jazz. And holy smokes, that's what we're making today. We're getting jazzy up in here. Jazz. Do you know what I wanted to do? Do you know one thing I wanted to do? I got these. I haven't been changing up the pedal chain as much lately because I really like this. I like this combination right here. But the only things I got running through it most of the time are the CP. Fake piano, and the Sonicware 8-bit warps, which I usually just use for just stanky buzz basses and stuff, which I don't use a lot of the pedals for. So tonight, I also have the SM57 living large and in charge here on this mic stand, already with a cable with an adapter ready to go into the pedals. So tonight we're going to be doing more of that. We're going to get some voice noises through pedals type action, which is fun. That kick on the one is a little fucky, but we're free jazzing. I don't want to do it again. Let's keep it moving. Let's keep it on. Speaking of pedals, let's just load something into the tensor here. So we just recorded all that as a loop. We captured a little, just like that little 2-note thing I was playing in the tensor. But the tensor, you know, you can tell it. You can tell it, hey there, little friend. You don't have to be following these rules of counting to 4 and playing things back at the same speed and pitch and what have you. And it says, "You got it, boss." And it proceeds to not play things back the way it went in. So we got some variation. All right, let's put some more stuff on here that's a little more fundamental than your. I usually save the weirdy noise tracks for like after there's a little bit more stuff built up. Today we went drums, weirdy stuff. Now we're moving on. Had to get that pickup note before the one. Bass for your face, London. now the bass is being played by a cricket. That's some talent. Psych. That one, there's one dog bark. I think it's the highest one. I hit it by accident in the middle of this 32 bar weird noise capturing loop. And I'm glad it's there. Just waiting for it. There it was. It was definitely that one. What is that, a high C? Yes. noises. They can come and go. They can live for an entire, bridge or something. That'd be okay. And then they stop. Keep forgetting what key my dog barks are in. We're in B tonight. For this, anyways. B. If you want to jam along at home, we're in B. The key of B. We're clipping along at 92 BPM. Which means I need to change this because it's at 93. There we go. Now we're locked. Bon Jovi style. Bon Jovi. Living on a what? That's what I'm talking about. All right, let's get. We only got one track on the loop. And I was talking about these pedals. I mean, I used them for other stuff, but then I didn't use them for what I said I was going to use them for. I got to turn my mic off for 2 seconds while you switch chords and not make things pop and explode. And then you'll be able to hear me again. All right. That should suffice. And suffice it to say, we now have microphones with pedals. Let's try them out as we had them for this piano noise. Yo.
What? Oh, I see. Oh. It's going a little bit backwards. Scoop. That's okay. Yeah, we'll get it sorted out. Go forward. Is that better? Yo. 1, 2. Let's get this in the mix. Let's get it sounding correct. Let's get it sounding kinda nice. Yo. Please. Alright. Yo. Yeah. 1, 2. Footbags. In the place. Yo. That's what's up. That's what's up. Yo. Alright. Yeah. Footbags in the place to be. Got these pedals. What do you see? Hearing things out of my mouth. Running through pedals and it's going south. That's alright. I don't know this patch. Twist these knobs. Doing it from scratch. Making it up as I go. Check out my lame flow. Yo. Footbags. On these pedals in the mix. They're hard to control. It's hard to fix. But we you on to the break of dawn. Holy smokes. Holy smokes. My dudes. This Alexander syntax it does some things. It does some things. Yeah. 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Yo. 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Check it out. Alexander syntax make a big sound for you. That's what I like. Cheer. Yo. Still.
We need to have with this one. This is clearly the verse part where you rap over it without all the other shit, so you can hear what you're saying. Maybe with one or two little sounds peppered in for emphasis, but the nice spacious part for the raps. Nice and spacious, lots of room. And then you press stop. Because we're gonna save this one. We're gonna move on. We're gonna do something else. We're gonna do more than one thing when it comes to being next week. And I'm like, let's check out what we did last week. And I'm probably default to saying, here's thing number 2 that we did. So we got to do at least 2 things. I'm stuck in a mode here where at the start of the thing I say, here's the things we did last week, and it's usually thing number 1 and thing number 2. Usually. Encoding errors. Consider turning down your video settings. Yeah, I did that. Guess what? Encoding errors. Chop, chop, chop goes the video. Now what happened was I updated OBS. It had been asking me to do it for weeks and weeks and weeks and months and months and months. It's like, hey, bro, we got a sweet new version of this. You should really download it and install it and all that other kind of crap. And I didn't for so long because I didn't want it to mess anything up. Everything was running smooth. It was working really good. And I was like, you know what? I should probably update it. I bet they've worked out the bugs and what have you. And all those other kind of things. So not only did it change the interface, it used to be very neat and precise and streamlined, and it's much bigger now. And it's like people with poor eyesight complained or something. They're like, fine, we'll make everything bigger. All the buttons are bigger. Everything's titles are bigger. Or nobody complained and they just did it that way. Either way, I'm just complaining myself. I'm just over here complaining, so don't worry about it. We're going to move on and do another thing. Layer some more sounds, see where we end up. In a Footbag style, of course. Because there's no other way. There's no other way to do In the Depths than Footbag style. I really hope this video thing smartens the hell up. I shouldn't mess with it right now. I'm in the settings menus, and this is the bad idea. This is a bad idea. Don't change stuff during the stream, Footbags. Do it on your own time. Let's continue on. I hope it doesn't get too completely awful. You can see, the background's moving a little nicer. Less slice, more nice, as the kids say. These kids, they say all sorts of things, don't they? Always up to saying things. They're like, hey, you want to hear some things? We're kids. We got things to say. Would you like to hear them? No? We're going to tell you anyways. We're kids.
This is what it does.
This is what it does. That's what it did. This is what it does. This is the loop we used. Let's find a different one. Let's not use the same one. Let's use a different one. Let's be crazy like that. Be crazy and use a different drum loop. It's insane. No one's ever done it before. Lurky tips. Like those booming, resonating kick drums. Those last few loops. I also like me a jangly ride cymbal. We were talking. Don't get me wrong, I like drum machines, but I like drum loops even more better than drum machines. Oof. I want to sample that one snare to snare, if you know what I mean. Just that. There's a little click on the left channel about there. We're going to ignore it. Until it drives us crazy, then we can't ignore it anymore. Maybe there's something we can do right now, like filter out some of the high end. Not that like that. We can filter out some of the high end. Just to turn it down a little bit, bury it a little bit, while at the same time hoofing up the low end. A slice. I pressed the wrong button. Don't worry, we'll get closer this next try. I promise. bass, we got some drums, we got some this noise. It'll come around in a second. Right here. We can safely move on to weird noise territory and then start blending things together. Turning stuff off, turning stuff on, flipping channels backwards, adding effects, taking those effects away, making new samples to layer over top, etc., etc. Because that is how we do in a Footbag style. see on the left and right of your screen. Footbags. That's me. The place to be. You're on this Cold Rhymes Twitch. I'm continuing to experiment some technological differences with my OBS, and it's not being up to snuff. It does the jitterbug every once in a while. Now it's jitterbugging on my actual OBS, not just the playback. Holy smokes. Holy smokes. Well, at least hopefully the audio is in one piece. Smooth. Like butter. Smooth audio. See now? Yeah. Now. Never mind. My name is Footbags. You know what we should do? You know what we should do? Let's just bring it on down to half volume. I had the bleep bloop machine going for a hot minute. Oh, look at that. Look at this is how I knew it was the right decision. The credits are just beginning to roll on the wacky wall behind me here. We're gonna draw this depth session to a conclusion presently. We didn't mess too ham with this one, but we sure got a lot of bleep bloop noises on it. So that's what we need. We need to have the little bits and pieces, so if I ever drag this over to the computer, we got stuff to chop up and move around and make it a little more interesting than a static loop. You start with a static loop, make that loop a little more interesting. Make some A-B parts. If you wanna have some samples that play like once or twice through the whole thing for emphasis and or sprinkles. I like to call those sprinkles. You sprinkle them in here and there. The world is your oyster. Now, my name is Footbags. You guys are you guys. This is Footbags live from the depths. You're on this Cold Rhymes Twitch. If you're watching this on the reruns, what's up, reruns? Consider following this Cold Rhymes Twitch channel so you know what's happening, when it's happening. Consider subscribing to this Twitch channel if you are an Amazon Prime user and you don't use your free monthly subscription that comes with Amazon Prime. Consider that. It helps out the stream. It helps out the label. It's a way you can support with doing like fuck all extra. You know what I'm saying? That'd be rad. Go to coldrhymesrecords.com. Peep this new Wade Wilson album. It's doing its thing. It's fantastic. Yeah, this video is choppy as hell. This is some bullshit. This needs to be fixed. It needs to be dealt with. This whole stuttered video nonsense it's just that. It's nonsense. So we'll get the team, which is me, on it for this OBS and sorting things out and seeing if anyone else on the internet has some tips for, hey, I upgraded my OBS, now it runs like hot trash. What else? Keep your thumb on the pulse. Cold Rhymes. Watch the music videos on the YouTube. Check out the albums on the Bandcamp. Anytime a Bandcamp Friday rolls around, snap up something that makes your eardrums say, whoa. Because that's the whole point. Now, I'm about to go Footbags off into the night. As is tradition. Quiet. Quiet me. And you guys continue to have the most radical time that you can have. And until next week, peace and humptiness forever.